High fashion, like Goya, G-Wagon, or the Rover. I put some ice on you cause you got a cold heart. I know I gotta keep my shorty on go.
Okay, so this video is going to be me cleaning my client's home. So if you hear rain in the background of this voiceover, please ignore that because it is raining outside. So I just showed what the kitchen looked like before I started cleaning, and then I sped up the cleaning part of the video. Please excuse my hair. I have locks. Okay, so basically what I'm doing here is just throwing things away inside of that grocery bag, trying to clear the counters off, putting the dirty dishes in the sink, and then the sink filled up pretty quickly, so I just started putting them next to the sink. You are going to see someone come into the kitchen and walk around and put a dish into the sink while I'm cleaning, and I didn't even realize that they were there, and then you see me moving away from them because creepy. This was not my client. It was someone who was home while my client, had me come to clean, and I don't really like to be in the same mix while, if someone's moving around in the kitchen, I don't want to be cleaning in the kitchen at the same time, so I kind of left and came back. And I really didn't like how he just walked up behind me. But I let it slide because honestly, I was really just focused on getting that done, because when I go to clean clients' homes, I'm on a time limit. So this was a 2-hour clean, and honestly, that kitchen should have taken 2 hours. But I try to work smarter, not harder. So I was, working, cleaning, doing multiple things at once to kind of cut down on the time. So I really didn't let him distract me, but I think he came back in the kitchen maybe one more time. But if he would have came in there a third time, bruh, go sit down, please. Okay, so here I'm just spraying, wiping, putting things back in their containers, back in their place, and I use my scrubber to get anything that's still stuck on after I wipe, and that helps on the time too. Instead of trying to just scrub, I wipe and then I scrub what didn't come up, and then most of that was just kind of caked on, stuck there, so I didn't worry about it too much. Like I said, this was a 2-hour clean, not a deep clean, move out clean or anything like that, so I have to try to pull back on my cleaning sometimes, if that makes sense, because if it's a 2-hour clean and I have 2 bathrooms to clean, a kitchen to clean, floors to mop, I can't spend too much time scrubbing one spot. So I have to tell myself okay, you scrubbed it, wipe it. If it doesn't come up, you have to keep going because I'm on a time limit. So here you see me just wiping the counters, and I did want to wiping the cabinets. And I did want to say that typically, just a cleaning tip or hack, you want to start from the top to the bottom when you start cleaning. So typically I should have started cleaning and spraying the cabinets before I even did the counters, but I know how to do this, so I didn't let too much of the spray or product drip down onto the counters. But sometimes that can happen. That's why you want to work from top to bottom. But I kind of sprayed them lightly and then I dried them so that they didn't drip down onto the counter. And you see me here, I'm spraying out that refrigerator drawer that was on the counter, and just kind of cleaning it out. There were bugs in some of those places, so I just kind of tried to get the bugs, the dead bugs, get the spider webs and everything else out of the drawer. And that was my first time opening up the microwave, and I didn't realize how much of a job it was. I should have checked before I started cleaning. And usually I like to just look around and do that just so I can know, you still have to do this, you still have to do that, and I can try to pace myself at a certain speed. So I should have looked in the microwave, but it was okay. because like I said, I do this is what I do. So I was just like, okay, time to switch to my sponge. I go first in with the sponge to get anything that's caked on, get that off. Anything that's caked on, any food, grease, caked on, like handprints. You know how people touch the handle with their nasty fingers, and then that stuff gets caked on, you guys. So scrub first, spray, and then wipe with paper towels so that the paper towels can grab all of that stuff, that grime and caked on food particles and stuff. And I just kind of get those, and I am raking them out onto the stove and onto the floor, because like I said, when you work from top to bottom, you can do that. Then I'm going to wipe the stove, and then eventually, of course, I'm going to clean the floor so I can work from top to bottom. And this part was so funny to me because I don't know why I was so serious about scrubbing that microwave plate. I don't know. I was just so serious about getting that because it was the video is not doing it any justice. Like, you guys cannot actually see how much stuff is caked into the top of that microwave, how much stuff was caked onto that microwave plate, how much stuff was caked onto that stove. And like I said, I didn't have all the time in the world to really just get it all up like how I would love to, how I would want to. But like I said, this was a 2-hour basic clean. So I really was doing more scrubbing than I should have, but I'm kind of OCD perfectionist when it comes to things like that. So I still did the best I could as quickly as I could. So you see me here just scrubbing. Okay, so you're not even gonna believe this part, right? So after I do all of this cleaning and rinsing the dishes, so what I did was I rinsed the dishes, got some of the stuff that was caked up on them, and then I loaded the dishwasher. And you guys are not gonna believe. So the guy that I said that was coming in and out of the kitchen, apparently he was aware that there was a plumbing issue with the sinks and some backed up pipes. I don't know if that's why the dishes were not being washed. I don't ask questions. I was very confused. I don't know. However, when I finished loading up the dishwasher with the dishes and I pressed start, something happened with the pipes in the sink and the dishwasher, and both sides of the sink filled up with water from inside the pipe. And so all the nasty gunk and stuff starts coming up, water starts coming up, and you guys, the water flooded onto the cabinets, the floors, and all that. So I had to take time out of my 2-hour clean to clean that up, when the guy that was walking around could have just told me that there was an issue with the plumbing, which he did not say until the very end when I was done cleaning. The actual client whose home it was apologized, stating that the guy that was walking around knew that there was an issue with the water. But hey, whatever, I still got it done. I had to go back in there and mop up the whole floor. It was a whole fiasco. It took time out of the 2-hour clean, but I still got it done. Okay, you guys, so this is basically the end of the clean. I didn't take time to like grab the phone and go around the kitchen and show you guys the overall clean, but it definitely looked better, smelled better, and everything. And right there, I am picking up the cat food. There was a cat, so the cat had a water bowl, a dry food bowl, and a wet food bowl. And all of the cat food was just all kind of like all over the place. And you can see me trying to find somewhere new to put the phone. And I couldn't really figure it out, so I just put it right there. So I'm sweeping up all the cat food that's just all over the place. There was also cat food like on the counters and on the stove and stuff like that. So I don't know if the cat gets up there or what. I don't know. I don't ask questions. I just clean. So I'm sweeping up the cat food out of the corners and things like that. And I shook the rug and put the rug back. And so that's basically the end of the clean. I'm going to put the cat's food back down because the cat was watching me clean the entire time. Like, I know she better not touch my food. So I made sure to put the little kitty's food back and fill the water bowl back up. And that was the end of this clean.